I said, this is very racist, man, the things that you were saying. Because, I'm going to leave you with this. When you open up your Bible and you read, you devoted your whole life to a book full of brown people. And you seem very racist against brown people. And this is for all Christians around the world who are supporting genocide, especially the Christians in America, who think Jesus was white with blue eyes wearing haydos. Every time you guys open up your Bible and you read Mary, Joseph, you'd read a name. Jesus Christ, Abraham, Noah, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, it's brown. I got in an argument with a pastor because he said what's happening in Gaza is the word, it's what they've been praying for, and it's to save his people. And when he said his people, it triggered me. And I said, what do you mean your people? Your congregation, white people? And he nodded, yeah. And I said, so do you think that God, your God, is up there with a checklist? And he's like, okay, 35,000 brown people died, 40,000 Palestinian people died. Like, what's the number for you to be saved? Is it 100,000 people to be died? You think God, like, what's God's limit? You know, where is it? And this guy said that there's no number, it just says masses in the Bible. I said, this is very racist, man, the things that you were saying. Because, I'm going to leave you with this. When you open up your Bible and you read, you devoted your whole life to a book full of brown people. And you seem very racist against brown people. And this is for all Christians around the world who are supporting genocide, especially the Christians in America, who think Jesus was white with blue eyes wearing haydos. Every time you guys open up your Bible and you read Mary, Joseph, you'd read a name. Jesus Christ, Abraham, Noah, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, it's brown. You're devoting your faith and your life to a book full of brown people. You're waiting for Jesus Christ to come through heavens, a Palestinian Jew, a brown person, to save you. And you're telling me that what's happening in Gaza is to save your white congregation? Think about it, sir. You're so racist against brown people, but yet you pray to brown people every day. So after I explained to him that every person in the Bible is brown, we moved on to the land. I said, the land in which the Bible was written. I said, do you know where modern-day Mesopotamia is? No. It's like, oh, I knew that he didn't know, but I just wanted to ask. It's Iraq. And what did the United States of America do to Iraq? Annihilated it. That's sacred land to any Christian around the world. Syria, bombed. Or we supported the bombing of Syria. Palestine, bombed. Lebanon, bombed. Afghanistan, bombed. The Middle East is so important to every Christian around the world because that's where the Bible was written. Most Americans don't even understand that. I know they don't even understand that they're reading about brown people, but they also don't understand that they're supporting the genocide and the bombings of a land in which their Bible was written. It's so important, guys, that you understand that the Bible started in the Middle East and it ended in the Middle East. So when you support the bombings of these countries, you're supporting the bombings of sacred land in which the Bible was written. And this is to most you, American Christians, who do not understand that you pray to brown people and that you support the bombing of the land in which your Bible was written. It's very sad. I can't end the video there. Just one last thing. Jesus Christ, the Palestinian Jew, the brown person who's coming to save all of you, was born in Palestine, raised in Palestine, crucified in Palestine, and rose from the dead in Palestine. And that's the land in which you are supporting being blown up. So as a Palestinian who is truly connected to his land, when you get gifts like this in the mail, this is gold. Do you understand what this is? These are Palestinian olives from a Palestinian tree on Palestinian soil with roots thousands of years old that has been grown on our land. I bet you Israelis don't ship their families olives like this. I bet you Israelis don't ship their families olive oil like this. To us Palestinians, to the natives, this is everything. This is life. When you're not indigenous to the land, when the land is not yours, you don't understand the importance of it. The importance of everything that grows on it. Everything in Palestine is edible, but Palestinians know that. Morgan from Handmade Palestine sent these to me from her property, from her land at Ramallah, her and her husband and her families. You've been watching the videos. Israelis will never understand the beauty of our land because it's not theirs. Seriously, they will never understand. This is for Palestine. We are winning, they are losing, and in our lifetime, we will see Palestine free. Inshallah, ya Rab. Cheers. 295% increase of Israelis leaving Israel since October 7th. So not only do these people have the privilege and the benefit of moving there, getting free citizenship as they're coming off the airplane, moving into a stolen Palestinian home, on stolen Palestinian land, getting free health benefits and probably monthly stipends to live. But they also have the privilege of leaving when there's pressure of war caused by their own government and people. Palestinians, on the other hand, for almost 8 decades, 80 years, we have been living under a brutal military occupation. We have been bombed, shot, murdered, raped. Our daily lives, we have to go through multiple checkpoints, either to go to school or to work or to go to the doctor. We're beat up and abused by Israeli soldiers and settlers. We're spit at and yelled at and hit by Israeli settlers and soldiers every day. Thousands of trees being burnt, our homes being demolished, our businesses being broken into, our cars being broken into every single day by Israeli settlers and soldiers. We are going through a genocide that we are witnessing live right now. But the thought of leaving our country will never cross a Palestinian mind. We have people all along the region there, in refugee camps, in Jordan, Egypt, Syria, and Lebanon, waiting for Palestine to be free so they can just cross back in. Because Palestinians will never leave their land, because we are indigenous to the land.